What's going on, guys? This is the Fullstack Bro coming at you with another video today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to level up, how to go from entry level to junior to senior, so on and so forth as a developer. Now, a lot of you guys are either just starting in tech or you're currently in the field, but you don't necessarily know how to grow from your current position. And trust me, it takes a lot of time to get to that point to where you need change. You need to understand that over time, as you start to work on projects, as you start to collaborate with your team and understand exactly what problems you guys are trying to solve and what's required, you're going to start to be uncomfortable. You're going to start to have that imposter syndrome. All right. And that's all part of the game. From my experience, I had the same thing. Once I started as a software engineer, I knew I was out of my element when I did a hackathon for the company that I used to work for, and I couldn't get anything done. And I felt like, what am I doing? Like, I just embarrassed myself. But instead of like feeling sorry for myself, I took action and actually invested in my future by buying a course on Udemy on React.js, understanding Redux at the time, because that's what they were primarily using, and just diving in every single day to get better. Also working hand in hand on all the projects that I had to work on, fixing bugs, all that stuff. Once you get to that certain point, there's like coding is only going to get you so far. You have to work on your soft skills. That's very important. Your communication skills. Like, how do you explain what you're doing, right? How do you explain like a solution that will benefit the team? You have to be able to speak effectively and confidently. If you don't, you're just going to get pushed to the wayside and you're not going to get considered for a promotion. If you're this person right now that is sitting here watching this video and you're trying to figure out what I need to do to get to that next level, the first thing that you need to do is ask your manager for more opportunities, meaning you're working on small projects, you're working on small features, bugs and all that stuff, and you're easily fixing them and you're becoming more bored with it. Talk to your manager about getting more opportunities. Talk to your manager about starting, working on a larger scale project to where you have to lead it. You have to understand the requirements. You have to speak with the product and all the stakeholders involved and make sure that what you're building is going to be effective. And by doing this, you're going to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation where you need to grow. Okay. Not going on like lead code and filling out like a bunch of problems and trying to solve them. Like, that's not going to help you, honestly. Like, solving problems is part of the game, but you have to know the business side of things. You have to understand what it takes to gather requirements, look at them, read them thoroughly. If there's something that doesn't make sense, ask the question, like, does this make sense? Should we be doing it this way? And propose a solution. By you not doing that and just working on stuff like without actually thinking about the outcome or the bigger picture, you're going to be wasting a lot of time refactoring what you did or changing a lot of stuff what you did. And the timeline of that project is just going to expand. You're not going to have any control. Understanding to its core in terms of how I could effectively get this project done and do it the right way is going to save you so much time and headache, and it's going to make you more productive. Okay. So ask your manager for more opportunities, whether that's, like I said, medium to large scale projects, being in meetings and really taking action and taking lead on what needs to be done. Public speaking is very important too. The purpose of this YouTube channel, honestly, was to get better at public speaking. And that's what I accomplished. Like, if you look at my earlier videos, it was rough. Like, it was a lot of editing. Now it's kind of like, I'm getting into the flow of things. So every day I'm getting better at it. And it's made my productivity at work 100%, 10 times better than what it was previously if I didn't start the channel. And also, I want to help you guys succeed too. It's not just about me at the end of the day, it's about you guys as well. Because, it's hard to jump into tech and you don't know exactly what you need to do. So I'm here to help you and give you the foundation, right? The blueprint to fast track your way into getting these opportunities. Number two is that like I said, you have to take ownership. Take ownership of your projects, take ownership of your time. If there's something that if you're working towards a goal and you want to get XYZ projects done at a certain amount of time, you have to figure out ways to be more productive, right? You got to schedule out your time. So do that as much as possible. Ask questions when you don't know anything. If there's a developer that knows more than you, like a tech lead, a senior developer, you're working on a project and you get stuck, ask someone for help. Pair program. Figure out different ways to solve a problem. Take as much ownership as possible. Talk in those meetings. Be confident in what you're saying. If there is a tool, like if you're using AI, like ChatGPT is going to help you be more productive, and it has been. Bring that up in a meeting. Like just say, hey, like if we should be using AI in like our IDEs, right? Like Visual Studio Code, for example. Taking ownership on different tools, taking ownership on the projects that you're going to be working on is going to give you, hence, more opportunities. You're going to be more confident. So the harder the projects, the harder the responsibility, the more engaged and confident you will be, and that imposter syndrome and that fear that you feel all the time is going to go away. The more exposure that you get to certain things that make you uncomfortable, the less uncomfortable you will be. Number 3 is put yourself out there more. This is very important. If you don't put yourself out there and you're just like away from the world, no one's going to know what kind of talent that you have. You got to stand out. Like you can't just sit there and just be like, okay, I'm just going to work on this and, you know, I'm just going to be comfortable with what I'm doing. No, you need to take action. Be the person, even if you're introverted, like it's fine to speak up. Then constructive criticism is only going to make you better. And you could do the same thing for other people as well. But once you get comfortable with getting that feedback and, you know, you argue your points like, oh, we should go this route, but someone else says, no, we should do it this way. And this is the reason why. And you're arguing back and forth. Your ego's going to take a hit, but sometimes you got to do that. You got to like put your ego to the side and be like, you know what, for the greater good, let's get this out the door. Let's get it done. This is going to fix the problem. Right. And that's going to make you a better programmer for it. So put yourself out there. Don't be afraid of criticism. Don't be afraid of, you know, people thinking that you don't know what you're doing. At the end of the day, it's you that needs to make it, right? Like no one else is going to help you. No one's going to help you get to that next level but yourself. So if there's something that you really want, if you want a promotion, you have to do whatever it takes to get that promotion. Number 4 is, like I said, get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable with the idea that you're going to be working on small projects, bugs. Now you want to get into that point where all eyes are on you and you want to prove that you could be much more than a programmer. You want to be a person that builds applications from the front-end architecture, the back-end architecture, provide valuable solutions that will help other people either do their job or provide value in terms of what you're trying to sell. This is where doing hard, complex projects comes into play. Yes, you're not going to know everything at the end of the day. No one does. If you have the mindset to sit there and do research on a solution to a problem and apply that solution to that problem so that it solves it, and you're taking the hard problems first, right? You're taking those hard problems first and you're attacking it head on, you're going to be more confident when it comes to the easy stuff. Easy projects is just gonna make you just sit there, just do it, and you're not gonna feel fulfilled, right? The hard projects is what's gonna test you. It's gonna test your fortitude. It's gonna test whether you're good as a programmer. And everybody could be good at programming. It's just a matter of learning as much as you can and applying what you learn and taking action. If you're trying to get a promotion, it's not gonna be an easy road. You gotta start having hard conversations, start working on these complex projects, and be prepared to be pushed on a lot of different things. Just get into that cadence of, you know, when it's appropriate to push back, you push back on things and stand firm on why you're pushing back on doing certain requirements, on certain timelines. You have to be real about these things and not just be a yes man all the time, all right? Get uncomfortable with saying the hard things, doing the hard things, and you're gonna notice that you're gonna be more callous to different obstacles that come in your way. Last thing is, if it scares you, just do it. If you are scared of public speaking, do it. It's gonna be rough, you know, the couple times you do it, but listen, with public speaking, practice is key. For example, I would use recording videos as practice, right? So I would record my videos, I would talk in front of the camera, and I would just be like, okay, what am I saying? Whether there's stop words in it and all that stuff, I'm like, okay, I need to stop saying this. And just understand every single time you say things, like any stop words, just take a long pause. And that's gonna help you with your speech. And the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. If you're scared of doing public speaking, if you're scared of jumping into a new language, right, a coding language, just try it out. If it's something that you wanna stick with for like a week, do that. But do the things that scare you all the time. Like, don't just be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just shy away from this opportunity because, you know, there's public speaking, there's more to writing code and all that stuff. I'm just gonna sit here and be the same every single day. That's it, guys. That's the video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, right? Like, my email's in the description. Send me an email, ask me any questions that you have, and I'll be sure to get back to you in a timely manner. All right? We'll talk soon.